here to talk about working at Barnes Dennig and on our SOC team. Why did I choose Barnes Dennig? I was looking for the opportunity to grow and improve and network, and Barnes Dennig provides that in the sense that I get to work with multiple clients, people I don't know from anywhere. I get to create that relationship, manage the relationship, and then in essence kind of end up being people you've networked with and you know. I also get to work on a team that is very much well versed in what you're doing, and you get to show your expertise, your creativity, and everybody can contribute. So you are open, everybody's open to contribute. Your ideas are not kind of put down or anything. So it helps improve your confidence, number one. Another thing too is in networking with clients and dealing with different clients, you indirectly improve your communication skills in the sense that how you communicated to person A may be different from how you communicate to person B. This becomes part of you, and I think it's very important when you are starting your career to take advantage of these things, because at the end of the day, after being in the field for like 10 years, 15 years, some of these things would help you get over to the top. I don't know, Griffin, what would you say about joining our team?
Yeah, so as an intern, I mean, a lot of the things that you kind of just described definitely hit home for me. I think a good point that you brought up is about the communication skills, right? So, you're meeting with new people all the time. You get to experience how they've set up their controls, how they've set up their system, and you have to communicate with them a little bit differently. So, the way that, like you said, the way that you talk to one person might not exactly translate well, to another client that you have. And that's definitely something I've learned a lot here at Barnes Dennig. I kind of got thrown into the fire a little bit, if you will, and got to meet all these different clients right from the beginning, and learn through experience things that you don't really get in school, where you're talking to your teachers, your classmates, or what have you. You're actually speaking with real world professionals, and that definitely shapes how you communicate in the future.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're having that experience. I know that 20 years later, 10 years later, you look back and say, all these made a difference to where I am.
Yeah.
As a young person, you're so eager to do different stuff. You want to do all these big things. And usually when you join a team, they'll put you on a lot of the kind of manual daily stuff that you feel like it's beyond you. But there's always the opportunity to learn from that experience, and it would show up later on when you are interviewing for a higher position. You realize that those little experiences you took for granted has really made a difference in how you approach, solve problems, and contribute to the team. What stands out for Barnes Dennig as compared to talking to, let's say, if you want to talk to your colleagues in college as to internship opportunities, what would you say about Barnes Dennig?
Yeah, so the first thing I would say about Barnes Dennig is just that, first of all, it's flexible. They've worked really well to give me the ability to, after I finish my internship, continue to work part-time and pay my way through school and pay the bills. But secondly, I think the biggest thing is that I feel like I have a role, and there is a way forward. So, in a lot of internships, you just feel like an intern. You get all the grunt work, and you don't really feel like there's anywhere to go from there. I think the biggest thing here is that the things that I do feel useful, and they feel like they're impacting the team, and I feel like my own thoughts and my own decisions and my own suggestions for maybe what we could do are heard and sometimes implemented. Not always. I'm still an intern, but I think for the most part, yeah, I feel useful, and I feel like the things that I'm doing aren't just busy work, and they actually help get projects done and things done. And I've gained a lot of experience being able to take everything I've learned in the classroom and apply it in an actual professional setting. So Regina, as an intern, I don't know a ton about the professional workforce. What wisdom would you have to give someone like me or another young professional about what they should look at coming up in the workplace?
The first thing I would say, for instance, is you've taken the right step by joining the team as an intern. It's a way for you to assess the environment. It's a way to assess the kind of work that is done. It's a way for you to network with the professionals in the industry, ask all the kind of questions you need. And it also is the opportunity to make a mistake and not feel like you're going to be criticized because you are an intern. So I think that starting as an intern, finding a place that is open and it's willing to take on interns, starting as an intern is very important. Through that, you will be able to do a lot of work that will determine what kind of path you want to take. And it's not kind of rigid as compared to when you graduate and you now start and it's like you have to follow some path. Internship is a time for you to experiment and experience the different disciplines you want to go. And by networking with the professionals in the industry, you get to hear their experiences, what made them take the path they make, their choices. And I feel like I learn from it. So it's a good opportunity to learn from that too.